shit. Wait, can you hear me? Wait, can you hear me? Okay, this is weird. Wait, can you hear me? Okay, I'm gonna go on my phone because I'm currently live right now. I'm gonna go on Philly Live. Just check this out. See what's going on right here. It says that I'm live. Let me see this. Man, my internet is slow. Yeah, I can actually find it. Figuring out my life. I'm just trying to get this shit going. It's like I have no internet down here. Everything is just like booty butt cheeks.
All this one's
Like, okay, that one's loaded up. This one barely. We haven't received enough. So I think it's like my connection. It's like not as good. I'm just gonna stop the stream. Stop the cap.
Kan saya lanjut itu, Pak? Ya, dua.
Okay. They say that I'm back. I put like 4,000 just to kind of get it to be syncing. I guess this is what it feels like to be free. Ooh, oh, nah. Okay, so whoa, I forgot that I'm still here. Okay, so it is working. Okay. So this could be a way for me to start broadcasting my life without having to like keep on doing stuff like making a video and uploading. Like as soon as I finish, like this will be here, I assume. This is a live. Ain't nobody watching this live. We good. We're figuring out. Figuring a lot of things out. So if you're watching Future Khadib or yeah. today we wanted to start doing I'm about to say chat GPT. We wanted to start doing like setting up the call, the phone power thing, dialer thing. We wanted to start doing that, but it was not working. And it messed up our whole mojo, messed up our mood, messed up how we felt vocal high level entirely. So it made us want to chalk it. But now, like today, we just looked into Claude, reaching out and being like, hey, like I feel a little bit iffy about lead gen. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've been talking to like Spirit, mainly like Raphael, and when lead gen popped up, it wasn't animosity about it. There wasn't any like, oh, don't do that at all. Like that's horrible. But it was more so like, yeah, but not that. That's how it felt. It was like, yeah, but and that's how I felt about it too. It's like, yeah, it's like giving me all the stuff that but it's not me. I don't know shit about ads, and not to say that I can't learn, because I know that I can, but it's like I felt like the pressure of having to sit with the client, stay with the client, and like something. It just felt, I don't know. It felt very like I'm an employee in a sense, and you still are, but it just felt a lot more like if the ads don't work, they're gonna be mad at me. But with this, it's like if I don't work, that's the thing. That's wholly. I don't know, but I don't know, but it's just changing my whole trajectory of like how I feel about this whole thing. I was really about to strap it away. I was really about to call it a quits, but it's like, okay, I want to at least try one more time. Again, I have a list of 500 leads, a little bit more than that, but I just like to say 500. And I have the HVAC call. I have a script template. I have somewhat of a presentation, but I don't have everything together because I've been a little bit like unsure about everything, right? So it's like, I don't know. So I kind of want to like see what's going on with appointment setting and seeing like where it can get me, because what I was mainly looking at was the retainer model of like monthly income coming in because of my work and like that management fee. But then again, I just didn't feel comfortable. Like it didn't feel like me. So I'm hoping to see, I look into this potentially, like this could more so align with me and give me like that. So that's exactly what I'm gonna, what I'm started doing here before I started again on this live. Just looking into like, what is this, like what can I do to get started? But I want to kind of like look in more into like the comparison game of like the likelihood, or just like more something like what ifs, and just kind of like putting that out there, and we can just do that together, because like I really want to do something. But let's go. Let's see, do you have any homeowner leads or at all, or is everything you have HVAC businesses? So I want to talk about the differences. What's the difference between appointment setting, just so we can all get up to speed, versus the lead gen? And what I'm gonna do is go to my lead script and kind of like copy in what my offer was. Oh, I guess I don't have that anymore. Which is essentially this. Yeah, like Google Service Ads. So I'm just gonna copy like the first part, and then so they can kind of like yeah, okay. So I just typed in my little generation thing and see what it's going. So that script, you're selling them as a marketing service. That's what I was coming into with like this whole marketing service feel, and where I've gotten a little bit uncomfortable, because it's like I don't have a background in marketing. I think my main thing was like, how would I be able to provide them value in a way that like aligns with like what I feel like I'm good at. And I don't know, I was just a little bit worried about like looking at ads and shit and being able to know. I don't know. right? They pay you a monthly retainer. If results slip, they call you. You own the deliverable. That's the part that scared you. Exactly. Apartment setting is what we're discussing. You're not selling them a service. I guess. You're saying I have homeowners who need HVAC work, want me to book them on your calendar. They pay you per appointment that shows up. I need to, what do you mean by that? What do you mean by this? But then, anyway. Your job ends when the appointment is booked and confirmed. No ongoing accountability, no deliverable, no retainer pressure. Which means somewhere you're still circling back to lead gen model mentally, and that's fine, but you said that one made you nervous because of service delivery accountability. The service setting sounds more like, hey, I work within the area, I generate homeowner appointments for tune-ups and installs, and place them with local contractors. Do you currently have capacity for new jobs? That's it. No Google promises, no retainer. Just, do you want jobs? Which one feels right when you read it out loud? What do you mean by this? It means you don't get paid just for booking the appointment. You get paid when the homeowner actually shows up to the appointment. You booked 10 appointments for an HVACer this week. 6 homeowners actually show up. 4 no-show. Okay, what do you mean by show up? If it's a phone appointment, the homeowner picks up the phone when the contractor calls at the scheduled time. That's a show. If it's an in-home appointment, the contractor drives to the house and the homeowner is actually there. That's a show. Most HVAC work is in-home because they need to see the unit, get a quote, to repair. So realistically, you're booking. Homeowners need this, the value, that's a show appointment. You get paid. The no-show scenario tells you, yeah, to do works, drives up there, no way enters the door. That's a no-show. You don't get paid for that one. This is exactly why qualifying the calls matters. Before you book anyone, you want to confirm they actually have an issue, they own the home, they know contractor is coming, they agree to the time, and they're in the contractor's service area. Those 4 things alone will make your show high rate enough that contractors keep coming back to you. Makes sense now. Okay, yeah. And how do I get it? And how do I get the qualifying calls to become booked appointments? It's best, I guess. The key is you're transitioning out of the qualifying questions into the booking. Most people qualify well, then fumble the close. Here's the exact flow. Okay. I'm just literally just trying to learn this as I go. Like, yeah, they spewed out shit, but I feel like this is not like the shit that I'm looking for. But let's see. If you're on home, what's going on? How long has it been an issue? Are you looking for someone to don't ask if they want an appointment. Assume they do and offer time. Would you be interested in having someone come out? Okay, I can get someone out to you. Does Tuesday or Wednesday work better? That one shifts. Okay, I see. Then confirm everything out loud. Perfect. So I have you down for Wednesday at 2 p.m. Someone will be at address. Best number to confirm is the one you're calling from. Makes it real in their mind and drops no show. Then the follow-up that most people skip. Send a text immediately after hanging up. Hey, just confirming your HVAC. And how can Go High Level help with this? Booked pipeline. So I need to get wanna be a so clean. And so if I'm doing this texting thing, I literally will have to um what am I saying? If I'm doing this texting thing, I'll have to do that A2P, which literally takes 2 weeks to get verified. So just putting that out there. That's important. So yeah. I don't know all of this. You see every lead. One pipeline for a pumpkin leads. 5 to 6 stages like above. 3 automation triggers. Confirmation, 24-hour reminder. Sure. Okay, I don't understand any of that automation shit, so I'm just wanting to understand, like, okay, so things are in place to where that can, like, ease that, but I don't understand go high level, so, but I'm already paying for it, so it's like, okay, I gotta fucking understand it. Shit, okay, I'm just like, it's like one thing after the fucking other. Okay, A2P, I gotta go high lead. It's one thing after another, dude. What am I doing? Oh. Yeah, what am I doing? I think it's this one. Is it this one? I think it's this one. And if you like your coffee high, let me be your coffee pie. You call the shots, babe. Just wanna be yours. Secrets I have in my heart. Try harder to hide and not fall. Baby, I just wanna be yours. I wanna be yours. I wanna be yours. Wanna be yours. Like, I was just so upset because all the shit that she was like, oh wow, so fucking brand new. It was like, dude, in what country is your business? No, because it's unregistered, it's not have its XIE. It's not a business. Use either name or your own name if this brand is not. I don't want to use, like, okay, hold on. Before I do this, so is this a business? I'm learning as I go. Oh, not, I didn't mean that. I mean, yeah, but like, we asking all the questions. So now I'm like, okay, I'm looking into this. Of course, like I always like to look into it a little bit, dabble, and then see, okay, financially speaking, because that's what all this shit is about. It's like, okay, what are we talking about here? What could we see potentially coming in here? What could be, like, what's, you know what I mean? Like, what's going on? have to say? Like I do it for your bigger jobs, for installs and replacement leads. We're looking at $200 flat fee because your jobs see 3,700, 4,000. I like option two. Raising my flat fee. I prefer a flat fee, but yeah, it's like $100 off of the 37. Because that's what happened to us. Our heater broke down and it costed $3,700 for us to get it repaired. Like our own money. I couldn't imagine making only $100 from that. Like $200. I don't know how much, cause I mean you gotta buy the heater too. Like he buying the heater. Yeah, so I don't know. We'll see. But you're not selling one appointment. You're like 10 a week to 3 to 5 contractors simultaneously. That $100 becomes $1,000. So it's like different because I'm using that list to find clients, and it's like okay. So I like so death raise flat installs to 200. But the rest is food. You're out of free messages until 3:15, 3:50. Alright. If that's the case, we're going to ChatGPT, even though, or no. We're going in order. We're gonna go to Gemini. Let me see. Alright, we're gonna go to Gemini. We're gonna bootski. We're gonna head to Gemmy. The Gemmy, I like a little talk back feature. Alright. Go here. And then we're just gonna paste all the shit that I said. Alright, here. Appointment setting. Just gonna put that in here so that this can make more sense. And then I'm just gonna literally here. Just everything. Try to get it up to speeds key. Okay. Okay. Let me just. Those seem like the bolts. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we're good. I just. So this is good. It sounds like you're a bit of a crossroads, and honestly, that's scary feeling regarding service delivery is a very common and valid gut check. If the pressure of managing ad spend feels like a weight, it's hard to stay motivated. Let's break down your options, address service delivery fair, and see how those leads can actually work for you. Okay, main difference, the core difference. The difference is where the responsibility ends. I'll get you more customers, use leads. I'll turn your raw leads into booked appointments. High pressure, lower technical pressure. You can manage conversation and calendars. You manage ads, creative, and technical tracking. You build a system. You provide a skilled service. If the ads don't convert, if you don't book, you just don't get paid commission. Guessing if you are selling a result, if the algorithm changes, and if you're selling a call activity, you take those, call them and find out who actually needs a new furnace. The service is your voice and your ability to follow up. There's no technical black box to worry about, just a number in the phone. Can it build an asset? You mentioned that what you did last week doesn't matter this week, and I'm sure some of you are really good at it. However, you can build this into a 4-hour mastering exactly what HVAC homeowner. Okay, once you are making 5K a month booking appointments yourself, you hire someone else to make the calls while you manage the leads to calendar flow. Eventually, you don't just set the appointment, you negotiate a pay-per-lead or pay-per-show model where you own the data, the game plan, making 5 to 10K leads. You have a massive head start. Here's how you turn that into a remote business. The setter agency model, instead of being a lead gen agency that runs ads, be an inbound growth partner. The problem, HVAC companies are busy in roofs and in basements. They suck at answering the phone and following up on old leads. Give them yours old stale leads, or I'll use mine. I'll call them, qualify them, and put them directly on your calendar. You only pay me for the appointments that actually show up. Charging $150 to hit, you need about 30 to 40 successful bookings. The insurance style high volume play, since you like the idea of life insurance, apply that mindset to HVAC. It's a need-based service. People need heat and AC. You aren't convincing them, you're finding the ones who actually have a problem. If you want to dive deep, yeah, looking for those types of creators online, or focus on that. Okay. You mentioned being rejected from jobs for 3 months, and sales rejection is the job system. If you can handle 15 no's to get to one yes, you can actually make that. Since you have the leads and you're okay with cold calling, don't wait for a job. Call 20 of those leads tomorrow. See if you can get one to agree to a free inspection. If you can do that, you have a business you can sell to an HVAC owner. Does the idea of owning the conversation feel lighter to you than owning the Facebook ad account? Yes, because I'm not I'm not naturally a marketer. I was willing to learn, but like my strengths and weaknesses. I'm looking for something. And now I'm just saying, like, what's it like in the beginning? What's the reality? Is just trying to get like a reality check before I like start getting into this crazy. They're saying this is completely possible, but it follows a very specific S curve of effort. Okay, so here we go. Since you mentioned you're okay with cold calling and have 500 lead head start, this is what the timeline actually looks like for someone focusing on high ticket services like HVAC. The evolution from 8 hours to 4 hours. Okay, so in the beginning months, it's dialing 50 to 100 plus a day and learning the no's. Optimizing, okay, 6 to 8 hours brute force learning, an income goal potentially 2 to 3K, potentially. Validating skill, 4 to 8 months of scaling, script qualifying leads faster, 5 to 6 hours, efficiency kicks in, managing a small team or using staircase automation, 2 to 4 hours, leveraging CPU only, asset based, the grind. You won't hit for it immediately. And I'm not looking for that, but like you will call and realize 70% aren't ready. You spend hours tweaking your own line. It feels like work because it feels like work because you're still building the skill. Most people quit here because they feel like they are renting their time. To avoid this, you must treat every call as a data collection for your future script. The optimizer, 4 to 10 months, this is where you stop working and start operating. Instead of calling everyone, use a CRM tool to only call people who opened your emails or texted you back. Make 30 highly targeted calls instead of 100 random ones. Your set rate still stays the same, but your time spent drops by half. To get under 4 hours while making 10K, you have to move from being the setter to being the owner of the flow. You hire one. Okay. Let's say my ultimate goal is to make 5K a month. Let's just say that's my ultimate goal. Much more math friendly. When you run an agency, sounds great until you realize 2K. Okay, and the booked appointment for it is worth a lot of the times. Owner shows up to hit you need roughly there. That is roughly how to make it. You don't need to be a call center to make 5K. You need to be a specialist. The power hour. Most people don't say yes on their first call. You spend 1 hour texting or calling back people who spoke to last week. These are warm calls. They take 3 minutes each because they already know you. Admin closing. You spend 1 hour confirming the appointments for the next day with the HVAC owner and making sure the leads have the address and time. 4-hour well call. You use this hour to find new lead sources or improve your script so your conversion rate goes up. Why this doesn't reset every week? You were worried that what I did last week doesn't matter this week. In the beginning it feels that way, but by month 3 you have a pipeline. You call 100 people, 5 say call me back in 2 weeks, $0 made. You call 5 people back, 3 of them booked. You just made $600 from work you did 2 weeks ago. Eventually your 4-hour day is mostly calling people who told you to call them back later. You're not restarting every Monday, you're just harvesting what you planted weeks before. How to start with your 500 leads. To see results within a year, and likely much sooner to do this, don't sell a service, sell a meeting. Find a local HVAC guy. I have a list of 500 local homeowners. I'm going to call them. If I find someone who needs an estimate, can I put them on your calendar for 200? Use your 500 leads to get your first 5 appointments. That's 1,000. Once you prove you can do it, tell the HVAC owners, I can keep doing this, but I want a $2,000 a month retainer plus 100 per appointment. Jesus Christ. 2 clients at that rate is 5,000. With 2 clients, you aren't managing 50 people, you're managing 2 relationships and a phone. And that is very quiet, low stress, 4-hour a day businesses. They're trying to fix ads for a whole agency. Yeah, like, okay, so this seems like pretty interesting. Seems like a little overwhelming in the volume aspect, but it seems like something cool. I think it's like, okay, I have a list. Businesses. I have a list of over 500 HVAC businesses. That's it. I don't have a list of, instead of being a worker for one company, you're now a lead broker. You have the supply and the businesses have the demand. Here's how you use that list to build your 4-hour day. Instead of calling homeowners first, you call the businesses on your list. Your goal is to find 3 to 5 partner contractors who are hungry for more work. Hi, I'm so-so. I have a list of homeowners who are in your service. I'm looking for one reliable partner to send these appointments to. If I book a qualified maintenance or repair call for you, would you be open to a pay per performance deal? Why this makes it short. Hi. So I'm like going into my script. So basically, my script now is, I'll go over right now. So like, hey, am I speaking with the owner? Let's say I am. I'll be like, hey, like, I'll be honest with you. This is a cold call. I help HVAC businesses get more booked appointments. If you're not interested, no problem. But if you are, can you give me 20 seconds? Yeah, awesome. So what I do is, I don't have that anymore. So basically what I do is I like, well, I don't have, this is not the same thing as what I'm thinking about now, but basically what I imagined that I would be doing is I'll getting a list of um, potential like homeowners and asking them if they need like any HVAC services, and you know, really like kind of qualifying them to see if you can go out there, get a quote from them, and potentially get some work for you. Um, yeah, that's essentially like how I think it goes, but I'm getting really learning. It's like, is that something? Does that sound like something useful for your business? Be interested in? Great. Are you free? Are you free to? Tomorrow's Tuesday. Tomorrow's Tuesday, so I'll say like, are you free sometime tomorrow, or are you free sometime Tuesday or Wednesday? Are you free some day Tuesday or Wednesday for a 15-minute call? A quick 15-minute call. Dockers. Will you meet me, Dockers? Me, Dockers. Locker dogs. Dogs indeed. So yeah, so this is like the script. So I'm trying to understand why this makes it. Let me see. Why this makes it remote and short. You aren't fixing ACs. Yeah. Once you have 3 contractors signed up, your only job is to spend 2 hours a day calling your homeowner leads and filling their calendars. That list of 500 businesses is your Rolodex. If one contractor stops paying or gets too busy, you don't lose your income. Just call the next business on your list and offer them the leads instead. But how? But wouldn't the leads location based? All I have a over the U.S. Let's see what. So that is a huge advantage. The fact that your list is national means you aren't limited by one local economy. You have a scalable database. Think of it this way: if you only had HVAC businesses in Philadelphia, it was a mild spring with no one needing AC repair, your would stall. With a national list, you can follow the weather. If there's a heat wave in Texas or a freeze in Chicago, you can call the businesses there. Here's how you turn your national list into a remote 4 hours weather triggers method. This is the smartest way to use a national list. You don't call at once. You follow the forecast. This is fucking crazy. Look at the 10-day forecast. Is it hitting in 90 in Phoenix? Call the HVAC companies on your list located in Phoenix. Hey, I see the heat wave is hitting you guys next week. Do you have your emergency repair schedule filled yet? I have a way to funnel those AC calls directly to you. Digital arbitrage. Since the businesses are all over, you need a way to get local homeowners for them without leaving your house. The cold way. Use your skills to find homeowner data in the same city as your businesses. I literally know how to do this looking at property tax records. Sorry. The warm way. You post in local community or word of mouth groups. The state by state asset. Instead of being one messy list, organize your 500 list by state and time zones, right? And I kind of did that. I have like an East Coast one, kind of like, yeah. I felt like you locked yourself in a box. Alright, so sorry, I'm looking at the spider that's above me. I'm like, I thought she was about to go get that job. I didn't realize you really wasn't about that job. Oh, you know this sweet. I have to feel the I have to know it's me. I have to feel I have to feel the beat. You act so different. I have to feel the beat. I have to. You seem so different from me. I have to control the beat. Oh. We're looking. Learning every single day, baby. Learning every single day. Sorry, I be forgetting I'm on live. I'm just looking at my girl. Like one of my girls is about to be done, so I'm just a bit excited about that. And also, I haven't had breakfast. I just was like, first thing I did, I woke up, traded, cried, then went hit this shit, got frustrated, smoked a bit, and just been at it, just trying to figure shit out. But it's 2 o'clock, so I probably should eat something. Just real quick, I'm just gonna make eggs, bacon, and then I'll be right back.